2, go.
Cohort 26, Culminating Activity by Nare Lane, Graham Witherspoon, Zoraida Bennett, and Tiffany Long. Our theme is Effective Leadership Starts With You, Implementing Innovative Practices for the Success of All Children. Please keep the following question in mind throughout the presentation. How will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? Remember our overarching question. How will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children utilizing the flipped classroom model? Just as there are two sides to a coin, there are two methodologies to the dissemination of information, traditional and innovative. While both have their place and bring value to the learners, they are not equal, and one involves the learner more than the other. Have you ever sat in the classroom and your eyes glazed over because you were so bored you didn't even know what the point of the lesson was? Well, try flipping it. How about giving your content material beforehand in a video cast, such as a vlog, a podcast, or animation? The possibilities are endless. And then when you are in the classroom, you can spend more time applying the lessons to real life. No more glazed eyes. No more clueless looks. Hello, enthusiasm. Hello, learning. So, how can you apply the flipped classroom to help develop your leadership skills? The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Do you think your genetics control your behavior? Is nature or nurture the culprit? Is someone in your past responsible for your reactions and how you see the world? Remember, how you view the world is your paradigm, and it affects how you relate to other people and even how you lead. So, what principles do you live by? Fairness, integrity, honesty, human dignity, excellence, potential? Practice these habits to develop these principles. Habit 1, be proactive. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Habit 3, put first things first. Habit 4, think win-win. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Habit 6, synergize. And habit 7, sharpen the saw. How do these principles develop habits that will make you successful in your leadership and in your relationships?
2.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Remember the question. How will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? You've heard the maxim, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. But how do you even get the bees, or for that matter, the honey? People are attracted to leaders who understand how to begin with praise and honest appreciation, confront in private, ask questions instead of giving orders, let others save face, and are encouraging. So, make a good impression. Smile. Be friendly and approachable. Remember people's names. Be genuinely interested in people. And remember, attractive leaders avoid arguing, admit when they're wrong, say sorry. How will applying these skills help you to help others want to change to do what you want them to do? Go forth to win friends and influence people.
Begin.
Crucial conversations. Once again, how will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? Have you ever been in a conversation when you walked away feeling anger, intimidation, violence, or silence when confronted, or when you have to confront someone about a touchy issue? Take heart. There are some techniques you can learn to help you be successful in communicating. Communication is a two-way street, and as a leader, you need to know the ABCs of sharing points of view. Agree, build, compare, and practice power listening skills. Ask, mirror, paraphrase, prime. Remember, if someone is silent, withdraws, or starts raising their voice, stop. Back up to their trigger point and make it safe for everyone to participate. Where do you need to improve your communication to enhance your leadership skills? Emotional intelligence and Myers-Briggs. Don't forget, How will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? Are you self-aware? Do you have a deep understanding of your emotions, your strengths, your weaknesses? Do you know what drives you? Can you self-regulate your emotions, able to control them and even channel them in constructive ways? Are you motivated? Are you committed in the face of failure? What about empathetic? Do you understand the emotional makeup of other people, respecting their self-esteem? And do you possess social skills? Do you know how to find common ground and build rapport and network? Do you invite others to be a part of the decision-making process? Well, if you answered yes, congratulations! You have emotional intelligence, which leads to relationship building. How will understanding what drives and motivates you help you increase your emotional intelligence and your leadership skills? BB&T training. Once again, how will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? What is your motivational system? Are you motivated by a concern for people, actively seeking to help others? Are you motivated by a concern for performance, actively seeking opportunities to achieve results? How do you manage conflict when you are triggered? Do you accommodate, actively seeking to restore harmony? Do you prevail over another person or obstacle? Knowing your motivational value system and your responses when you are triggered is important for helping you understand how you interrelate and interact with others. Know what your triggers are and understand that they stem from self-limiting beliefs, a few of which are, I am not worthy, I am not good enough, I am weak. How will your self-knowledge help you as you seek to actively lead others?
Sad.
Make it stick. Remember our question. How will the understanding of you and your leadership style help you create innovative practices for the success of all children? It is the night before a big test, and this test determines whether you pass or fail the class. Do you feel prepared? Are you feeling anxious? Are you cramming the night before? How are you going to study? Highlighting is not going to do it, and rereading goes in one ear and out the other. So why don't you try distributed and interleaved practice, which will help you chunk the information. Then test yourself to see what you remember and elaborate on that. And if all fails, use mnemonics. S would be for studying, T for taught materials, I for incrementally, and C, checking for, K, knowledge often. Stick. Remember, make it stick. We never want to forget the common goal of the success of all children. How will you make it stick?